Welcome to another episode of Adopt a Pet Today, sponsored by the Pet Care Foundation. Today we are at the West Los Angeles shelter, which is on Pico Boulevard, just a couple blocks west of the 405. Today you're going to be meeting beautiful, amazing animals looking for their new forever homes. You can find out the information on the website, laanimalservices.com. Now remember, if you're interested in somebody you see today, you need to write down their impound number or their A number. That's how they're identified. But we also have 6 other city animal shelters. In case you don't see somebody here today, you're going to find somebody at one of the other shelters. Remember, all of our animals are spayed, neutered, and vaccinated before they are released and adopted by you. But if you are not ready to adopt a pet, we've got a lot of other ways that you can help. You can volunteer, you can donate your time by fostering, you can help post animals on your social media to get them adopted, and also you can give donations of toys, treats, blankets, towels, newspapers, anything that the shelter needs. So we're going to go inside today and we're going to be talking to Raina Barker from Good Scent Dog Training. She's going to be giving us some tips on how to bring your dog into the house, giving it a great start, and we're going to meet some other cats and maybe some bunnies today. So let's go inside.
Okay, we've got beautiful boy Jonah with us right now. Jonah is 2 years old. He's got some activity going on. It's pretty exciting. The shelter is a difficult place. If you want a beautiful boy, his A number 203-4331. Raina, what kind of person would be good for Jonah?
He's young, he's strong, he's very active, so we need probably a young individual who wants to have an active dog to jog with, train, do agility with perhaps, hike, that's who he is. He's a busy boy. And he's calmed down a little bit now. He came out pretty gangbusters and excited, he's a youngster. He's been in the kennel. He wants to come out and run and play. We have like 7 people here, and it's a lot of activity for him to, oh my gosh, who's out here? And he got pretty excited seeing all of us, but he's calmed down now. He does love his toys, right? Yeah? He's a good boy, but he's a big boy, big strong dog. Pretty boy.
This is somebody who's got experience with dogs, I'm going to say.
I
would think because, listen, he was brought in June 22 and then returned again in January 23 because the owner was allergic. So this is twice in the shelter. We don't want him coming back a third time.
No, it's hard. It's hard coming and going. And, the shelter, some dogs in the shelters adapt really. Over time they do okay, and others don't do so good. It depends upon the personality and how much they get out. And I know.
If you can hear the background noise and you can imagine living with this maybe 24/7,
Jonah.
It would be hard for most people, and it's very difficult for most dogs.
Yeah.
It's a difficult situation here. If you want a dog to work with, to jog with, to be your buddy, to go on hikes with, I think Jonah is the dog for you. 2 years old, he's going to be around for a long time. He's going to want to work with you.
Good boy.
Come see Jonah, West LA, microchipped, vaccinated, and sterilized. Now Raina has Kona. Our first dog was Jonah. This is his girlfriend Kona. She's 3 years old. She's a little calmer than Jonah was.
You ready?
Beautiful shepherd. A206-4783. I think if you're looking for a shepherd, the city shelters have lots to choose from. Kona's pretty sweet. What do you say, Raina?
She is, yeah. She's a good girl. She's 3, right? Is that what you said? Yeah, she's still very young. Taking in her surroundings as she came out here, checking out the yard, and that's real typical. They come out here and want to know what's going on, who's been here, and what's happening. So she's calmed down. She's doing good. Who do you see? Who's that? Huh? Very pretty girl, typical shepherd. Hi. Good job. Good. You want some? Try it. Good girl. Very nice. Can you look at me? No. Look at me. Good job. Very smart. That it takes a while for them to engage, especially when they're in this environment. And I usually don't want to push it with a dog who doesn't know me. I'm letting them just come around and get comfortable with my presence. And that's what you should do with any dog you don't know anyway. You know, it's like, I'm not handling her a lot, petting her a lot, or overwhelming her. Who am I? You know, I just have the other end of the leash, but she's looking.
She's
Yeah.
making goo eyes at her friend Rika, who works at the shelter.
she is.
You know,
She is.
shepherds love their people,
Yep.
and they imprint.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I love you, and they're bonded with you.
Hi.
And you will
Just a
be
good
mine
girl.
for the rest
Oh,
of
you are
our
such a good
lives.
girl. Here.
Absolutely.
Good girl. Are you excellent?
And they're
Are you
smart.
excellent? Yes,
If
you are.
you want a
Excellent.
smart dog,
Excellent. Yes, you are.
you might want to look at a shepherd, but you need to know
Oh,
what
good
you're
girl.
getting.
You are
A
so
smart
good.
dog
Here,
who
good
needs to be
girl.
engaged, who needs to have
You are
stuff to do,
awesome.
like the
You are
training that
awesome.
Raina is doing
You are
with
awesome.
her.
Here.
God, she's gorgeous.
Here.
Gosh, she's
Good girl.
gorgeous. Her name is Kona, her A number 2064783.
It's beautiful.
Beautiful shepherd at West LA.
Awesome. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Sit.
So now we have Shasta. We're going up in age. He's 4. A number 2058048. Raina had some interesting comments about Shasta because of how he responds to her
a good girl.
immediately.
You're so
Raina?
good girl. Yeah. Good boy. Good boy. Boy. Well, different demeanor when he came out right away. I mean, he was just, oh, who's here? What's happening? More engaging. That doesn't mean that the others aren't good. They're just a little more cautious and waiting to see what everything's about. This one is a little more confident, perhaps, and felt like, okay, there's people. I get it. It's no big deal. And so he's a good boy. You turn around. Turn around. Can you sit?
It said also that Shasta was with another dog in a kennel and is dog friendly and has been in play groups,
I'll see.
which is great. So
Yeah.
if somebody has a dog at home and you're looking up to open up your home to another dog, he could be a really good possibility.
Sure, absolutely. He's, obviously a little more dog social. Not to say that they couldn't do it either. It's all about doing it right and setting it up appropriately. And they, and I don't know if they've done dog meets with the others, but you can do it,
And you need to be aware when you come to a shelter or anywhere to look to rescue a dog. You need to know what you're capable of and what the dog is capable of. If
Yeah.
you have another dog and you don't want to work at a long introduction and all the rest of the stuff, you might want to look at a dog like Shasta. Take a dog that might be able to move into your home with, not a lot of work.
So those are all good points, Sally and Heidi. They're excellent points, and with these long-coated dogs, you saw the shepherd, and he needs to get groomed, and so does this one. The coats have undercoats, and they need brushing and grooming. So that is another thing you have to concern yourself with when you get an animal. Also, if you're going to bring in another dog into your home or you already have one, even though this dog or the dog you're bringing in may be told that he's been social living with another dog, is your dog going to be ready? Is your dog going to be that accepting of an intruder into his home environment? Sometimes people think they will love it when really they don't. They're very happy by themselves. So you have to consider all of that.
Right.
There's a lot of consideration for that. So he's a great boy.
We want the shelter dogs adopted. We want them to stay in their forever home when they're adopted. So
What do you
please
smell?
consider all of these hints and tips that
Yay.
we're giving you. This is Fernanda. She's kind of paying attention to the ruckus that's
Who are
going on
you?
behind her.
Hi.
Fernanda is 7 years old. Her A
Yeah.
number 1929431. She belies her age of 7, and she could use a walking partner, right, Raina?
Yeah, she could. A little heavy, but exercise, walking, good diet, that'll do it, huh? That'll do it. What do you say? What a good girl. Happy girl, typical wonderful pity mix, she's just like, people are great, this is fun. Huh? Are you a good girl? Can you sit? Do you know sit? Oh, excellent. Hey, good girl. Excellent. What have I got for you? No? Okay. Not interested.
She walked out and had to say hello to all of the new people in her yard.
Good girl.
She's so far a very sweet-tempered little girl, 7 years old, perfect age to bring a.
Oh, so
Fernanda.
Good. Thank you. You're so good. good.
She's a lover. She
She's
is a love
lover.
bug, that's for
yes,
sure.
you are. You're a good girl. Thank you for the paw. Thank you for that paw.
She's at West LA. Her A number 192-9431. Okay, now we have a very inquisitive Stella. Stella is 3 years old. Stella's been in the shelter system for a while. She's curious about what's going on. Beautiful black dog. A202-3716.
Hi, good girl.
Before Raina starts talking, Heidi, what do we say about black animals in the shelter?
Unfortunately,
Hi.
many times the
Hi.
black animals in the
Hi.
shelters get overlooked.
see?
And especially if they're sitting in the back of the kennel. And, you know, black is my favorite color, by the way. So I always look for the black animals. But in seriousness, don't overlook a dog because of their breed or their color, because they're all amazing and have beautiful personalities, and they just want to come home and be with you and love you.
Raina, what about Stella?
Well, actually, you guys, she is a chocolate brown brindle in there, and but she looks very, very dark to almost be black, but she isn't. She's beautiful. Yes, you are. You're beautiful. Do you want to find it? Find it. No, not doing it. There you go. Maybe. So, you know, a little timid, but very friendly. I mean, she's friendly. She's just a little timid and going, well, I'm not real sure. I look at the tail set also of the dogs. You know, they're not like some of them, a couple of them, you know, tails up and happy, and others are down. A couple of them have been down and a little, again, nervous, timid. Doesn't mean they're bad. It just means they're going through stuff processing, huh? Yeah, do you want that? Did you get it? Here. No? Do you want it?
She
No?
really has a cute face.
She
You don't
does.
get
She's
to
fabulous.
see her face as well as we do.
She's
Her
fabulous.
name is Stella.
Hi.
She's at West LA, A202-3716.
Good girl.
I'd like to call her a
girl.
tuxedo brindle brown. I
Hi.
don't know. She's got
Brindle Brown. I like that.
Can you
She's
see it?
beautiful. And again, you can visit our website, laanimalservices.com, to visit all the animals that you're meeting today and the animals at our other city shelters.
You happy girl? Little happy girl? Huh? Yeah, you are.
This is
Oh, oh, oh.
very happy
Doot, doot, doot,
Layla.
doot.
She's
Layla.
4 years old. The shelter staff,
sit.
the volunteers,
Excellent.
everybody loves Layla.
Excellent.
She's been here for a
Yay.
year. A number 204-9769.
Good girl.
Beautiful
Good
shepherd
girl.
mix.
Yeah, good girl. Who do you see?
Raina?
Just full of beans and happy and tails up, and she's excited. I know. Yeah. I believe they have a walking program here at the shelter, and so the more they can get these dogs out, walked, run in the yard, you know, it's good for them. They need that, especially these active ones like this. She's active, she's happy, she wants to be out and busy. So, you know, when you're confined to a kennel for too long, it kind of causes a little bit of stir-crazy anxiety, and like I said, some of them do better than others, but the more they can get them out and get them engaged, meeting, you know, other volunteers and getting in the yard, it really helps with their mental state. And she's a great girl. She's one of the favorites. Huh?
And it's really
Tails up.
important to know your lifestyle
girl.
to be able to find the right dog to
girl.
fit into your world.
Good girl.
Again, if you are not
Oh, where's
somebody
she
who's
going?
very active, these dogs with energy are really not the right dog for you, because they need the long walks. They need the
Yeah.
mental stimulation
Yeah.
and ball throwing and,
Yeah.
and toy playing
I
and
know.
socialization.
I know. Who's that?
But remember also too, once you get the dogs home from the shelter, when they can relax in a home environment, when they've had time to decompress, you know, they're going to be able to show their true personalities and maybe not be as anxious.
Yep, absolutely.
And decompress time can be 3 months.
It can be.
3 days. You need, think of yourself moving to a new place. It's not going to be overnight that you're going to adjust.
Good job.
Huh? Took Bill, our producer, said it took him a year to adjust to Los Angeles. So there you go. So you need to give the dogs time. It's not like they move into a house and go, oh, yippee, I'm home. It's a whole new place. They don't hear dogs barking. They don't see familiar people. So give them time like you would need time. This is Layla, beautiful Layla, A204-9769.